What's up, guys?
What's
It's
up,
your
guys?
boy, the Cali Mexican. It's me, Jesse. Hi. So we're here.
It's also me, Shancho 10.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, do you? Oh, that's she goes here too. Um, so about a couple months ago, I had this idea to do a podcast called Coaches on Coaches, and
Okay.
like, am I am I after the trend's already over? Probably, like, fuck me, right? But whatever. Who cares? So like,
Whoops.
podcast trend is over, but I'm gonna start now. And me and Chantel are just all about in that space of like, let's get these ideas out.
Want to grow
Maybe
it
they're shitty.
in our content building. Like, let it be ugly.
Like, and
Let it be what it is.
we're asking questions like, is 60 likes viral?
Viral, right?
In my
60
head,
likes
it
is viral. We're famous now.
So, anyways, Coaches on Coaches is a chance for people who are just starting out in the biz as a fitness professional, like myself, started only a year ago, and feeling lost in the sauce. I'm hoping this can be something you can watch and take away, like, just helpful tips because
maybe you're feeling
maybe
like
you're
that.
feeling like that.
Maybe you're feeling like, I don't know where to start. And then
Right.
you can just see, like, just start because Jesse did it.
And if I can do it. Also, if you're wondering why the fuck I look so ratchet, I just took her GTX.
Look at this guy.
We're working on health and fitness. It's a work in progress.
Look at
Yeah,
that
Coaches
hood.
on Coaches
That
is
hood beater.
it's for you, and it's also because I look really good on camera.
I know, you look great. You look great. Okay.
So
Anyway, so what's been
anyways,
going on with the
so-
podcast this week?
So this week on the podcast, we've got the ladies of Levitate,
Okay, tell me about
the
that.
Levitate ladies. It's Kim, Natalia, and Jennifer, and they joined me for an epic conversation in the heated yoga studio. I go, well, the yoga studio is so quiet and beautiful, but that shit was fucking heated.
Oh my god, it be staying heated like that.
Our lower regions were sweating.
Yeah.
That's all I want to tell you.
Oh,
Yeah, the lower regions were on fire.
yo, what's up?
And not in a good way. So this episode's all about just about. I think the focus was definitely like we went to watch the Thunderbolts,
Oh yeah,
and the focus was
and we're healed. By
how
the way,
better you
we
are
no longer have trauma
with a team.
after that.
Yeah, go see a movie and
After
you're
that
done.
movie,
No therapy needed. Sorry,
we're
my
clear. You have
therapist Howard,
questions?
you're fired.
You can book an appointment with me. I got you.
We got you in class. So it's all about creating a team that supports you, then takes you to the next level. Because getting there by yourself is lonely and boring as fuck.
Yeah, but nobody can fight your demons but you. But you have to have the right crew around you to support you. So remember that. That's a big takeaway. Write it down. Write it down. Nobody can fight your inner demons but you.
So
you
you
have to
got-
have the right people around you to
So
support
you got demons.
yes.
Personally, as a Christian woman, I'm perfect.
Oh, yeah.
All right, y'all.
That part.
So welcome to Coaches on Coaches. This is episode 3.
Let's keep it real.
Give it up for Chantel one more time, my
Hey.
co-host, and we'll see you for the next episode after this.
Thanks
I
for
hope you
listening.
enjoy. All right, y'all. Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode. What the fuck is my hair doing? Welcome to Jesus. Welcome to Coaches on Coaches. We're very professional here. Glam team, you're fired. I'm about to Beyonce my glam team. We're gonna find our angles for the second. Okay. So clearly, it's a very professional podcast. This is our 3rd episode of Coaches on Coaches. Now, if y'all don't know, I just started being a coach in fitness only a year ago when Lifetime Las Colinas opened, and it's been quite a journey. And what I found more than anything here at this location, at this job, is the value in team. Like having a team beside you, having people who support you, because as a dancer in LA, let me tell you, bitch, no one's supporting you, okay? You are on your own. And me in my 20s was an egomaniac, right? And I just thought, you climb that ladder by yourself, bitch, and you will gut anybody that's in your way. I'm coming for your job. And so like I just spent a lot of time alone, just wondering, is this right? Is this good? Am I doing this right? And then I come to Las Colinas and I meet these ladies, the ladies of Levitate. And they are like a team, and then they say, hey, Jesse, do you want to do an event with us? And I was like, bitch, what? Aren't you my enemy? Aren't we against each other? But no, they were like, come join us. We're Levitate. And I was like, fuck it. So yeah, I just wanted to speak on that. Like, I go to therapy now, and I told my therapist, like, one of the strongest themes I see lately is being successful and finding success is all about finding people around you who want to get you there too. And you want them to get there. And we're walking side by side rather than we're climbing the ladder and getting to the top and going, fuck, nobody has my back. Shit, everybody's coming for my crown. And that's like, no. So, welcome, ladies of Levitate. Why don't you introduce yourselves? Go for it.
Hi, welcome. I'm Jennifer. I am one of the, founding members.
Yes.
She started this group. I've been with Levitate since the beginning, and I've been at Lifetime also since they opened last year. Is there anything else you want me to say?
No, yeah, I like that.
Okay,
That's
I'll
a
pass it
funny
down.
show.
Looks like a bunny's tail.
I know, it's why I love it, and it feels so funny.
I love
so
it.
cute.
Okay. Well, my name is Natalia, and yes, I founded Levitate, but we all started teaching at Lifetime around the same time. And Jesse, I just want to say amen to what you said about like in your 20s, like really as a dance instructor. I started at 24 Hour Fitness. I've been teaching for 16, 17 years. I can't even remember how long, but it was like that. It was a competition. Everything was a competition. Who's doing it better? And the one thing I love about Lifetime Las Colinas was this is the first place in 16 years that I felt like I walked in and said, oh, everybody, no one's competing. Everybody is like rooting each other on. And I thought it was odd when Jesse was shocked that we asked him to do an event. Like, that's what we do. Like, we're a team. So,
Right.
I mean, I just love the culture here at Lifetime Las Colinas. I think we have an amazing leader as well. And everybody I've met on this team has been fabulous. So, Jesse, we're honored to be a part of your podcast.
Absolutely. I love that.
Hello. I am Kim, also one of the founding members, but been dancing with her since 2012.
Yep, 2012 as well.
Gosh, it's like so long.
Kim, let me stop. Can we pull it in a little bit
Yeah.
more? Because
Yeah.
the phone is, there we go. That angle. The iPad's there, but not the, okay, there.
Oh, it's a phone.
There it is.
I see it.
That one's better.
So
Okay, go for it, sorry.
I just remember like when I first started, and also a testament to you that you've only been teaching a year.
know.
I didn't even feel comfortable till like a year in.
Oh, absolutely.
And like I see you up there and you're killing it and you're learning like 5 different other formats. And I'm like, I just had my one.
I'm stressed.
And I that's so stressful. And then like 2 years ago, I picked up that hit, which is remix cardio.
The remix
here.
cardio, I
So
love
I was
it.
like, that was stressful. And now like I'm adding a third one. So the fact that you do, I don't even know how many, I would be so stressed. Like my strike kickboxing is stressing me out in a good way. But it's like, oh, I have to think of new movements. I have to think of new combos. Like I want to be on. I want to be, the best.
Absolutely.
What I also love about our Lifetime is the level of professionalism.
Mm-hmm.
The attention to detail in the gym, in their employees, in everything. Like I've never
Well,
had that.
Can we all say
attention
it
to
comes
detail.
from our leadership, Lizzie?
Absolutely.
Shout out, Lizzie.
Shout out, Liz.
Like just no bullshit. Just
Mhm.
like hammers down. Like, hey, we are a team,
Yes.
and clean your fucking weights up.
Yes.
Okay, clean that shit up.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let me start by asking some questions. Okay, so Levitate. Can we what is Levitate for the people who don't know?
Sure.
What's
sure.
Levitate?
Okay, well, Levitate is a dance format, actually. It's called Levitate Dance Fitness. But, dance should be, and Jennifer says this all the time, should be the least stressful thing that you do. So we wanted to create a space where people could feel like they were a part of a community. We aim to do 3 things, really. Number 1, we want you to free your mind. We don't want people thinking about a damn thing the entire time we're dancing. Number 2, we want them to feed your soul. We want you to walk out of there literally feeling like you could conquer the day. Like for those 50 minutes, 45 minutes, however long your class is, we tell people, you're not married, you're not a mom, you don't have kids, you don't have a job, you're nothing. There's no social media. You're homeless, essentially. So, but we just want you to be able to like be truly yourself and not think that anybody is judging you, because we're big on judge-free environments. Like we support each other, and it's so awesome to be in a room full of people that support you. And the last thing we want you to do is move your body. So free your mind, feed your soul, move your body. So that's what we try to do. We mix different genres of music, different intensity levels, and it literally is like a performance. So being called a performer was perfect for all of us.
Right. Oh yeah, I always call it a
Yeah.
show. I have 2 shows this week for Just Dance. I'm returning to Westlake. I told them like, hi,
I
it's
love that.
the reunion tour. Yeah, I would say being, you totally make me feel free. Damn this fucking heat in here. We're in a heated yoga studio. We don't have the budget to have an actual space yet, but we'll get there. We'll get sponsors. Hi, sponsor me. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I'll stop. But I will tell you three that dance for me has been like an abusive boyfriend. So like before you met me, I wasn't dancing. I fucking hated dance. I was signed with Clear Talent Agency in LA, spent my 20s going to auditions, working for different dance jobs, backup dancing, Disney, sponsor me. And the whole time, like you get these directors and you go to these auditions and they treat you like trash, especially dancers. We get treated so badly. Remember like one of my directors was like, Jesse, like, more picante. And I was like, bitch, what the fuck does that mean? You know, like, why am I picante? Like, tell that to Sally. And just like never feeling good enough because, you know, and I'm finding that now in my late 30s that if you don't feel good about yourself, no amount of success is going to fix that.
Absolutely.
Like you need to fix it before you get the success, which is what I'm working on now because I feel like I'm about to hit a new threshold and find that success again. But it started with y'all. I'm feeling free and feeling safe enough to move my body again in a dance class. Because when I met you and you were doing that, and I was like, the fuck is this? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it. And then she starts whipping her hair, and Kim's like, and she keeps whipping the hair, and it keeps going back into the same place and not out of place and not. I was like,
I know.
and it's still full.
It's still a phenomena. We
And
all
I was like,
understand it.
why is it not getting stringy? Like, what's the fuck?
Jennifer and I have that hair that just like
Oh,
slaps
it's
on
like
your
this,
face.
and then I'm like, and I look like this.
It's disrespectful, honestly.
It
Like,
is.
where's her hair? Like, what? Yeah, I need you to have a sponsorship with some kind of hair care. You know, like,
Girl.
yeah, Beyonce, call her. Okay, cool. Now,
Can I add one thing, Jesse? Do you mind
yes,
really
go
quickly?
for it.
I wanted to add one thing that I feel like is a really integral part of Levitate that I know Natalia thinks about, I know Kim thinks about, but she didn't say it, so I want to say it. A big thing that we create, and also Lifetime has this year, is community. And I think that is the biggest thing that for me, as someone like Kim, who came to 24-hour fitness 17 years ago, the amount of time is crazy, took Natalia's class. She kind of brought us in, was like, you guys need to teach. And I'm like, okay. So here we are 10, 12 years later, doing this together, getting to do this together. Now all teaching at Lifetime, getting to meet you, the other dance teachers here. It's just building community. We call it Dance Fam. It's the Dance Fam. Every time you come to class, not only are you going to free your mind, move your body, but you're also going to be with your dance family. And it really is something special.
Yeah.
It's so special.
Can I
no.
share one more thing?
Yeah, no, and I was gonna.
So listen, I was gonna
I was
say.
gonna tell. Well, I was gonna say to you too. Also, that's such. It's amazing your instincts too to like say like to see something in somebody and say, you know, this could be a team, and like that started with. I don't know, like that's amazing.
It did. So, you know, it's funny because there's something in them and we connected. And not only did I love them as humans, like when I told Kim she needed to teach, she's like, no, I just like to be in the background, right? I like to be a student. Because what you don't know about Kim is she's a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader and she's been a performer forever. And she's amazing, right?
Every gay guy on my Instagram, when I post her, she's like, they're like, wasn't she on DCC? Isn't she?
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, chill out. You're gay. I know.
And Jennifer and I used to choreograph like in a little room before class, and I'd be like, you need to teach. There was just something in them. And I have seen these ladies just blossom into these amazing instructors. And they call us crazy, sexy, cool. Can you kind of guess? Can you guess?
It's crazy, sexy, cool.
Right.
So, and this is, okay, I have to say, okay, well, and so it's supposed to be coaches on coaches means you get to ask me questions as well. Like we're going back and forth. But so it's not just like Kelly Clarkson moment or like I feel like Drew Barrymore, like, oh my God, Drew Barrymore. Okay. But I want to say one of the biggest things I learned early on in my performing career was make it work. And it was from a group called Young Americans. That was my first thing I ever toured with. They taught me how to be a team player. And then you kind of lose that when you get into the business. But like my schooling, like I love going to class with y'all and seeing like, if the mic isn't working, Cool is going to jump on it. Cool has the levels, okay? And then sexy over here, she gonna keep the vibes high.
That's
She's
right.
gonna maneuver. She
Yep.
can tell
You
when
know us
a
so
pocket
well.
of the
Yep.
room is
Yep.
like fading.
Yep.
So she'll go,
Yep.
get your
Yep.
fucking ass up.
Yep. The well-oiled machine
And then
that we are.
Crazy's gonna keep the vibes up high, up
High.
the feet aren't moving. She gonna tell you.
Move them.
Yeah, so-
Hummingbird
Hummingbird.
for the men.
Yes. Yes.
And what I
That's a
found
funny story.
like being a part of this and like what I can bring to the table is like being able to film this stuff and create content with you guys because it's great content to what you're already creating the content and I'm just capturing it.
Yep.
And like that's how I could be of service. And let me tell you, being of service to my team has gotten rid of so much anxiety and depression. Like things that like
Because you're
existed.
building relationships.
Right. Yeah. Like, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Don't even start it. It's all about like share. Like feeling to have you have a team you can share these things with. Me and Kim talk all the time. I keep saying this out loud. This mantra. Like she told me, I love everyone and everyone loves me. Because as a gay man, I think you think everyone's against you all the time, especially because you're like, I'm creating a character to begin with that I portray that's for a long time. I like, is that me or is that just who I'm trying to portray? Trying to hide some part of myself. So now I'm here and I'm like hair whipping, doing all this. And I'm like, that never twerking on the wall. That wasn't me. Now it's me.
That
I
happened
will
naturally
twerk
too.
on a handstand. Yeah. I mean, you guys basically held a gun in my hand. It's like, get on the wall. And I was like, do it.
And Jessica, can I share one more thing
Yeah,
about Levitate
go
real
for
quick?
it. This is it.
So it's funny that you're doing this podcast today because today marks a really special day for us. And I just wanted to tell you, so we have decided to take the chance to rent space. Like we're just like, let's do this, rent our own space. And today is our very first class. And guess what?
Party time.
We're sold out.
Shut up.
Yep.
Like we're so excited.
So if you were thinking about going tonight, you can't. You fucking waited too long.
It's
It's sold out.
It's sold out.
It's sold out. Get on Ticketmaster, find some resale tickets. They're going to be overpriced. You failed. So
It's
yeah,
held weekly.
no, this is why I did that. I saw seeing your video. I was like, they're about to hit another threshold. Like, there's a moment of growth happening. It's like I got to get them into a podcast, like, because and this is new for me. We're just doing it to have fun and like, but when I have fun with videos, now one of my reels has blown up to like 90,000 views because I was just being stupid.
Wow.
So like,
So
this
funny.
is
Yes.
this is about just
Oh,
having fun.
Funny.
the best
Yeah.
entertainment.
Yeah. So, do you have any? You want to ask me anything, or like keep the flow going? Like, and then what time are we at? How much time do you have left? 3 minutes. Okay.
Do you have a question for you?
Let me think. I don't know. You put me on the spot.
No,
Weird,
yeah.
Weird. I don't know.
Or anything you want to say?
Jesse, so you talked about how like dance was like an abusive boyfriend.
Yeah.
How would you describe dance now?
I would describe dance as like, gosh, that's a good question. So the professional side of it, I feel like it can still be abusive, and you have to set boundaries. So I'm learning to become a strong person that has boundaries with dance and not make it my whole personality. When I was originally a dancer, it was everything about me was dance and auditioning and booking and making it, which is what is making it? Like, what does that mean? If I book a Lady Gaga tour, then I've made it and I'm successful. That's for one season, bitch, and you're done. And that's not going to last forever. So I now have an identity outside of dance, which is what a successful relationship should be. So now the boyfriend can no longer be abusive because we're walking side by side. So yeah, I would say I'm walking side by side with dance, and I have my own life, which is reading books, because I love reading now, and I love like listening to podcasts that fulfill me. Like, and I have all this bandwidth to elevate myself, levitate myself. Whereas before, that bandwidth was being used up by anxiety of like, am I good enough? Am I going to book this job? Oh, I need to book Lady Gaga. I need to get buffer. I need to be skinnier. All these things, and I'm like, no, I don't. So yeah.
So that made me think of a question. So kind of thinking about your performance background, and obviously now hearing this very powerful analogy of an abusive boyfriend, that's incredibly powerful because I totally relate to that. I feel like moving into the fitness, right? This is like a fitness spectrum, right?
Mhm.
So there's not only is dance this amazing thing that we get to do, moving our body and we're burning some calories, but again, getting to walk side by side with other members, with
Mhm.
other fitness instructors, that community. What do you feel like that looks like for you now, or what impact do you think that's made in that realm as well? Kind of building on that previous
So
question.
that was hard because being a performer, I'm like, girl, I've toured the world. Like, I'm a badass dancer. Then coming to this space and having 5 people come to class, you're like, ooh, like 5 people, and I'm a professional. So like finding my fitness language through you guys and through Lizzie's coaching and LaDonna from Flower Mound, shout out LaDonna, one of my greatest mentors about how to make dance fitness happen for myself. But then, so I had to do this whole new thing at 37, which is like climb cringe mountain. I tell it like where you feel cringy again. You're like, I'm not fucking good at this. I'm fucking bad at this. My classes keep getting cut because it's too small. My choreo is too hard, and you're in your head. So I spent a year climbing Cringe Mountain, and I did that also knowing that like a year ago I was 215 pounds. I got into fitness to lose weight and get paid, stay focused, and show like it's to be inspirational because like you said, members are walking side by side with you. They want to see that I'm capable of doing it too. If
Yes.
Jesse can do it, I can do it too.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to like to make happen. So
Absolutely.
that's what's I think the biggest takeaway this whole year is like climb your cringe mountain and make the results happen.
But I also feel like fitness is always a journey, and the fact that you can be in you can attest to that journey,
Correct.
and that you can come out of it and be that inspiration for those members in the class is amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Period.
Oh yeah.
And feeling that as well about the abusive boyfriend, because I mean, I've been on professional teams where they weighed you every week, where I was benched for a game because I was too fat. And I've always been this muscular, bigger build. Like even in my ballet days, they're like, tuck your butt. I'm like, my butt is tucked. It's just big. It's just out because it's big. So just feeling like almost like you didn't belong where you were, but you wanted to be there. It was just this weird. So I feel I can relate a lot to when you say dances like that, especially being on teams that are that screwed.
And we had coaches, directors who were doing the best with the knowledge that they had at the time. I feel like there's so much better directors out there who are intentional. Like Lizzie's so intentional with her notes, and I've grown so much. And she's like, sometimes like she'll give me a note and she'll be like, she'll say like critiquing me, and then I go internal, and she'll like, oh, we're losing Kim, by the way. She's busy. She's booked and blessed. Bye, Kim. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
See you later
Thank you for being
tonight.
here. So I'm a person who goes intentional or internal with notes, and she'll be like, hey, no, let come back. I don't want you to go internal yet. Listen to the fucking note, then fix it later. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. So like getting that to hear that rather than a director just throwing a chair and like getting mad that they're not explaining what's making them upset. I'm like, I need that. Do you want to? Can we switch over like so we can make
Switch over?
Yeah. Okay, we're swapping spaces.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I want to go into a space before we leave. Maybe like the next 10 minutes where we talk about like, okay, for coaches on coaches, I think what's important is like letting coaches know they're not alone. One thing I think happened is like when your class is up for being cut, like that happens here a lot at Lifetime. Like there's ebbs and flows. Like sometimes your class will be filled on a Tuesday, and then something happens where a class gets added, and they go to cycle or whatever happens. So, how do you get through that? Like, do you get insecure about it? I'm going to ask you first. Yeah, thank you.
What an interesting question, because it's so relatable. So I went through, just to give a little background, since I didn't give a background, I've been teaching dance fitness since 2014. Started it 24-hour when Natalia ushered me in. And I was always someone who taught, I didn't have a class of my own. I just subbed. I was really, really, really nervous about teaching my own class. Talk about my imposter syndrome was high.
That's
I
crazy.
just
You
felt,
are so good now.
thank you, right? Thank you. It has taken a lot of practice, and I am in my head a lot. So fast forward lots of years, COVID happened, all of 24-hour fitness is shut down. We pivoted.
It's gone.
Natalia was like, what are we going to do? We started doing live streams from her house with Kim and I, or Kim and Natalia, so that we could
Businesswoman.
indeed, without a doubt.
Businesswoman.
And like we could still allow people who are taking our class to have access to us. And then from there, Natalia was like, let's rent space. So we rented space, did that all through COVID. We were kind of like, we lost a little bit of our mojo, and then we found a studio to go in. We were there for 2 years. Now fast forward to today, and we're about to be in our own space again.
In our own space. Sold
But
out.
I haven't taught formally at a gym. I've always team taught with them. I haven't taught my own class pretty much ever, really. I haven't taught my own class. So coming here last year was the first time I taught my own class. In the beginning, I will tell you right now, every single week, Natalia got a message from me. It was like, oh my God, my numbers are low. Oh my God, they're going to cut my class. Oh my God. Like, I'm literally every week, audio message. Every time class is over, you better believe 7 p.m. when I'm walking out of these doors, I'm messaging her. She is, I feel very lucky, as you talk about Lizzie. Lizzie's such a wonderful mentor, but Natalia has been a mentor to me in a way that I can't even say. And so not only am I bringing what I can to the table, but I'm just reassuring myself I can only do everything I can do. I can only bring 100% to class every time. I can be vulnerable, real. If that's not enough and the numbers aren't there, then there's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, you have to let it go.
I have to let it go. And I do feel like I bring my best, and I think my class is great, and I think it's fun, and I'm try to be real and vulnerable. And again, what you had said earlier, I am also doing this with them so they can do it. We can do it together.
Yeah.
I'm trying to build a community. And so at the end of the day, if my class gets cut, then it gets cut. It's going to hurt, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But,
So there's an intention there I'm getting stronger with is like letting it go, because I know already I'm putting all the work I can into it.
yes.
And I know for myself, my goal is to get out of here and go be an actor. And I'm thinking God is preparing me for what it's like if I get a show on Netflix and am I going to get renewed for season 2? Oh no. Okay, we got season 2, but season 3 might happen. We might get canceled. And that's what it feels like when your classes are on the ratings are low and you're like, okay, but I'm doing everything I can in the moment. And I will say, like, things drop, but then doors open.
That's exactly right.
Quickly. And you're like,
Absolutely.
you just got to let it go and like trust the process.
Yes, and it's all little learning moments. It's all moments to grow and to, again, pivot or shift, or maybe a door closing is another one opening. And also, it has nothing to do with your worth as a person.
Yeah.
You are a whole person who is perfect and wonderful and a beautiful butterfly, and that is exactly who you are.
Y'all. That's for y'all out there.
That is for y'all.
If you're struggling with your classes and you're struggling with those numbers, just stay consistent, because when you stay consistent and you let go of like, oh, my numbers there, it'll happen.
Absolutely.
It's going to flow. Okay, Natalia, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What is your process to get ready for class? Like, you're a mommy too, by the way. So she brings her daughter, drops her off on Saturdays, and then she puts on this like crazy 45-minute powerhouse show that I'm here for. And so like, how do you prepare you for that? Because you're about to go on stage, you're about to fill people's buckets, which takes away from you. So like, how do you prepare for that?
Well, first of all, you'd be surprised. My bucket is so filled every time I teach class.
Oh no! So, yeah,
people fill I feel like, but my process is, first of all, I'm a planner. No matter how long I've been no matter how long I've been teaching, my playlist is always done at least 2 days in advance, and that is so that I can listen to it on the way to work, listen to it on the way back, and say, ooh, no, that choreo is too similar. I got to switch them around. I like to really make intentional playlists. So that is a part of me getting ready. And so by Friday night, I'm hyped. Like, I know what I'm doing, right?
That's aspirational for me, yeah.
For me, like, I really do, because I go as deep as like intensity level. So I think of like a heartbeat, right? So I want us to get here, and then I'm going to bring us down here, and then
it's like 2 tracks for building, and then you say, okay, let's go down again.
Right. But I even think about complexity of choreography.
Yeah.
I don't want to put 2 really hard songs back to back. So I'm very intentional. So that's my number one thing. That's like my serious thing, where I'm like, okay, do I have enough different genres? Do I have enough intensity levels? Do I have enough complexity levels? And while I listen to it, I sometimes think about funny things to say throughout it. I think Jennifer does the same thing. Because sometimes people remember choreo, instead of saying like pop your chest, you're like show yo titties, something like that, you know? So like whatever makes it stick, right? Because you'll never forget that move again if I go like that. So, you know, you think about funny things to say to get it to stick. But the morning of, I mean, I'm not a morning person. You'd think I would, but I'm totally not. So, you know, my 3-year-old wakes me up about 7:30, 8. You know, I'm a coffee girl, so I'll usually have a coffee. Sometimes I'll throw a shot of espresso. I'm half Italian, so you know that's what happens. But for me, once I walk in those Lifetime doors and I drop my kid off at Kids Academy, like my heart starts like I still get nervous before every single class because I care. I care so much because when I go on that stage, I know I'm going to give 100%. I don't care what's going on at home. I don't care what's going on with me, maybe not feeling well. I give 100% every time I go. Right?
I think we'll end on this this last note. So I recently watched a movie called Sinners.
It's in the queue. I want to watch it. I haven't had a chance to get it yet.
So Sinners is about musicians, dancers, when you're in the flow state, and how I think each of us, including Kim, you can tell that people come to me, members have come up to me and said, I don't know any of your choreography. I just come to watch you dance. It's because I'm in this flow state, and I think in the movie they really showed this nicely. When you're in the flow state, you invite your ancestors to the party, and you can invite good in, but you can also somehow attract this like negative energy that also wants to feed in on your flow state. So what you choose to use that flow state for and direct it towards has to be intentional. So along those lines, like I will say for myself, like when I'm in my flow state, I feel the closest to God. Like I feel like, and I know what it feels like. It happens in every class when I'm teaching. And then sometimes my sister will get mad because I'll leave the class and go, I didn't do a good job. She's like, everyone loved it. And I was like, I didn't feel that flow state. It can be somewhat kind of addictive. I don't know how, I want to know like what that feels like for you in your body. How is it, how do you use it for good? How do you be intentional with it? That's my question for both of you, I guess.
You want to go first? Oh, go first. Yeah. Okay. Okay, great. Put me on the spot, don't you? No, that's okay. So that's a great question, and I'll try to see if I can answer it as best as possible. So I feel like for me, kind of what I was talking about, like when I came here and I started having my own class, I really started to get to feel, again, moments of imposter syndrome. That's the best way I can describe it, which is like showing up and being like, I don't belong here. They're going to find out I'm a fake. They're going to think I actually don't know what I'm doing and that I'm not good. And that, you know, I have those moments. But the more and more I've taught, and even just connecting to members for me, kind of like Natalia, that has allowed me to be in my flow state.
Can I say that your flow state is 360? Some of the best performers I ever have worked with on stage are not the best dancers. It's the person who's 360 and like notices there's a hat on the floor, so they kick the hat. Like
I am certainly a processes gal.
Like you will, like you can see what needs to be, and I think that's such a beautiful thing to have, because you are so aware and you're not just. Your flow state's including everybody.
Yes, thank you. That is, I appreciate that recognition, because I definitely think I'm the gal who's looking at everything that's going on and wanting to make sure the music is right and sounds good, and that I'm looking and somebody's getting it, and maybe I didn't do a move, and just cueing in a way that makes everyone feel included. And so it certainly does affect the way I think I present when it comes to dance, in the way that I want every single person in the room to feel included. And I want every single person to know that I see them. Literally, I see them in front of me. And I think that's what allows me to be in my flow state.
Whereas, I think that's what levitate really means.
Yeah.
Right? Levitate, flow state, it's all one thing.
It is.
Because you both have healed me to not take dance so seriously.
Yes, that's what I say before every single class. Every single class I teach, my catchphrase is, dance is the least serious thing you do today. That means you come in here, leave it at the door, shake your booty, come dance with me, dance with a friend, high five, and then just leave it all on the dance floor. Have fun.
Do you have a really strong memory that stands out, a member coming to you and sharing something with you? Like, have you had an experience of how they touch? Can you
Yes.
share a memory? Like
Yeah,
that?
and I won't say her name just
Yeah.
for like
Yeah.
respectful purposes or
Yeah.
privacy, but I have a member who came to my class, has been coming to the class since the beginning, took a period off because she was trying other classes, hurt my feelers.
Okay.
Hurt my feelers.
What are you doing trying other classes?
Hurt my feelers.
Get
I know. I
back
was like,
over here.
excuse me?
We need you.
Me? So she recently has started coming back, and I
felt
interestingly
that.
enough,
I felt
last
that.
night,
Yeah.
I teach Wednesday nights. Last night, she and I were talking, and I said, can I just tell you, getting to dance with you every week means so much to me. And she said, no, you don't understand how getting to dance with you every week means so much to me. She said, when I took that, little other class and I was trying something else, she goes, my weeks just didn't feel the same. She said, there was something about what I wasn't getting. She goes, not that the class wasn't good, it was great. But she said, even my body didn't feel the same. I just felt like I wasn't releasing what I wanted to release. And now that I've been coming back to class, she said, it's the reset in my week that I love. And I was just like, like just preaching to you're hitting the feels in here. And so it was really, really meaningful. And just even the little bit of community that I built, the ladies that stay with me after class and chat with me, we talk about the choreo, and I'm like, which songs do you like? What don't you like? What do you want to see? What do you want more of? Just really involving kind of everyone. But that one member kind of giving me that just last night, I thought that was really, really special and really meaningful, and it filled my cup up for sure.
Okay. I have two. I want to like refine the flow state question.
Okay.
So we all know the flow state and the levitate state we feel when we're, and you've been teaching fitness for a long time. Has there been a point where it faded for you, or like you felt like not as inspired, and how did you bring it back?
To be honest,
yeah,
I've never wanted to stop.
Okay.
I fear the day I am going to be that person at Silver Sneakers teaching when I'm 85.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I was pregnant, I danced until 2 weeks that my daughter was born. Not being able to dance for 12 weeks after she was born because I had a C-section was really hard on like my mental health. Like it does so much for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people this all the time. This makes me a better mom, a better wife, a better friend. It is an outlet to me. And that's what I want other people to have. I want other people to have the outlet. For me, the flow, when I look around the room and everybody's smiling, that's when I know I've hit my flow. Because I'm big on making eye contact. I'm dancing with you. I'm like booty bumping on you. I'm twerking on the wall with you. And that's like the connections, like she was saying, the connections you build with people in your class. That's what makes them want to come back.
Is there, because you are so like, you're a planner, and I talked about this, like creating boundaries with dance. Can you say that there's a science to your sustainability of why you've been able to keep this attitude? Is it because of the way you say no to things? Are you keeping it to like 2 classes a week and then you feel still inspired? Or is there boundaries you set and you go, this is what my max is, and this is how I can keep my love for dance?
That's a good question, and it has my brain hurting a little bit thinking about it, but it's a great question. A long time ago, I taught 3 classes. Thanks, Jesse. A long time ago, I did teach 3 times a week, and it was too much. So I will tell you.
3.
So I will say
3.
like 2 is perfect of teaching dance. If I were to teach another format, that'd be exciting, but like dance, I would probably keep to 2. I think another thing is keeping your choreo fresh.
Yes.
Do you know, like there are songs that like, when I am up there and I'm bored doing it, that's when I know it's time to take it off the playlist.
No.
So you got to keep it fresh. Like my warm up and my cool down, they stay for quite a while, but that meet in the middle. And I mean, my laptop has like 500 choreos that sometimes I bring back and just like change up the choreo a little. And
the patterns kind of can stay the same. But
right.
Yeah, like I'm big on catching the patterns. I go,
right.
I try to use them and then I go, what the hell did we do? Like, I still am trying to like go back to my favorite choreography, because I love Ariana Grande, is Break Free, and you taught it, and I can't.
That's my favorite.
And it was one of the favorite choreographies. So simple, and I left the building going, I'm gonna do this on Tuesday. What the fuck was the choreo?
Yeah.
We got you, Jesse.
Yeah,
did you know that choreo is probably 12 years old?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, but
we have it recorded.
It felt
we can
fresh.
send it.
And so I hadn't seen that one. We did it on the Thursday when we were at the Grit before, and then I was like, this is so good.
Yep, that was my birthday class, and I said, we're doing this because it's one of my favorite choreos. It's my favorite.
Love that choreo. Okay, yeah, and then do you have a member focused like cool moment where, because like, okay, also too, when we went to Gloria's, they go to Gloria's with their fam after their dance fam, and they're having margaritas, and I'm like, the fuck, you like party with them after? Like,
Yes.
No, these are fans.
Community,
I do-
dance fam.
Honey, I do meet and greets after the show, and then I'm like, I'm out. But then you guys taught me like, hey, they're people too, and they want to hang out with you. So I was like, damn, I guess we should do margaritas. So thank you for inspiring me. I guess I'm just like socially awkward outside of the classroom that I wouldn't think to hang out with people or like talk to people. I'm the type of person, if I see you in public, I will probably go on my phone and act like I don't see you. Because like extroverted, yes, I am on stage, but in public, I'm so introverted and weird, and I'm worried about my words.
Weird.
Because I just literally, I pray before class, and I say my prayer, and I prepare the room as like, guide my words, my thoughts, and my actions. And that's why things come out clearly, and when I can be inspirational. And people come to me after like, thank you for inspiring me. I was like, that wasn't me. I was being a vessel, but thank you. But yes. But so do you have like a member focus, like something amazing someone told you, they're like, thank you, or something that made you cry or stand out? Like, do you have anything like that?
I mean, so there's been several throughout the years, but I think there's.
Can you cry on video?
Do it.
Can you cry?
So, I remember one lady once came to me after class and said, I literally signed my divorce papers right before coming into class. And I don't know what this class did, but it just made me feel so excited about the new chapter in my life. Then there was another student who I remember he didn't come to class, and he left a note at the front for me that said, I'm so sorry, money is low and I don't have sneakers to come to class.
I might cry.
And so I went and bought him shoes.
Aww.
And I had the front desk call him and say that you have a gift. And he came, and I gave him shoes so that he could come take my dance class. You never know what people are going through. There's somebody here at Lifetime, I won't say name. She had a stroke 7 months ago. She is just starting to take class, and she came to me and said, this is the first time I have felt this happy.
She goes to my bar class.
I mean,
and she killed
inspirational, right? Like, as an instructor, that's, I think, one thing that keeps me going is like, you have no idea what people are going through and what you're doing for them. Not just physically, because dance is mind, body, soul.
For sure.
It's not just physical. I tell them this is not the get lean class. This is mind, body, soul.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's so many things that we do, but those are probably the ones that stick out.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. All right, well, I want to end it there. I want to give you guys just a little quote. Recently took a workshop with Nancy Lieberman. So, funny story, I went with Lizzie to Frisco, and it was a WOW event. And of course, Lizzie's like, do you know what WOW is? And I go, yeah, like I read I know what that is. I just want to go, like, because Nancy Lieberman, I want to go meet her, right? WOW is a women's event. So I was the only man, and I'm just the only, and I go, well, I'm gay, I'm an ally, and then, hi, and I was like, I'm gonna ask questions, I don't give a damn, like, I was in the space, and I was taking up, because I want to, like, just learn and grow, but Nancy Lieberman said this, I want you to outwork your potential, and I think what makes this place so amazing in this group is everybody here is trying to outwork their true potential. Yes, we all have good potential here, but potential don't mean shit unless you're outworking it and moving past it. So I want you guys to do that in your own lives as you pursue excellence. And we give you so much love and gratitude. Thank you for showing up and watching this video. Give it one more time for the ladies of Levitate.
Thank you, Jesse,
we'll
for having us.
Next time. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for having us. Bye.
Coaches on Coaches. Mwah!